it's Kelly. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be heading into my dining room to give it a little bit of a refresh. Not so much for summer. What I'm looking to do is just arrange it so that when it comes time for fall, all I have to do is a few little tweaks here and there. Overall, I just want to give it a little bit of a refresh. It's been sitting there not having done anything for most of the year. We had, if you watch some of my other videos, we had my old couch in there until my daughter and her husband could come pick it up. So we really didn't have any use for the room, and it was just piled high with lots of stuff. So now that the couch is gone, I can start to incorporate some of my decor again and really make it feel cozy and welcoming for guests and family alike. So if you enjoy these type of videos, home decor, seasonal decorating, some organizing, a bit of baking and cooking, then I would love for you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. I really do appreciate your support. So without any further ado, let's head into my dining room and see what we can come up with for the rest of summer heading into fall. I hope you enjoy. So before we begin, let's take a look at how the room currently stands. I've cleared out everything, all the other decor and any clutter. This is the room you see as you first walk in my house. It is a great room. It is large. It's got this beautiful window out the front, and my son-in-law did the trim work on the bottom, so we absolutely love it. I've mentioned many times the furniture in here is inherited from my in-laws. It's all passed down from my husband's family, and I really do love it. It holds so many memories, and we continue to build on those memories with our own family, with the grandkids, and friends and family alike. We really do love it, and I love this room, and I love decorating it for all the different seasons. During the Christmas season, I love to add 2 3-foot trees to either end of this credenza cabinet in my dining room. So I went around the house and I found these 2 lamps in other rooms that were not being used, and I thought I would try to mimic that height that the Christmas trees give me. And I love it. I know they're silver, but there's no rule that says you cannot mix your metals. Maybe one day I will give them a coat of rub and buff or spray paint them, or maybe even replace them. But for now, this is what I have, and I think it looks really pretty. In between the 2 lamps, I'm going to bring in some other family treasures, in like this silver tray, which is absolutely beautiful. And then I'm going to bring in some of my ginger jars with some cosmos in it, which will be so easy to switch out for the fall time by removing the cosmos or even adding in some other fall florals into it. Now I'm bringing in some other silver pieces that I have, all inherited from my mother-in-law. They are a bit tarnished, but I actually love that look. It just gives that old, worn look to the pieces, and it just brings in a real sense of history to them. And although I really liked this look, I have another look for you, and I would love to hear what you think, which look you preferred. Look 1, which is this one with the 2 silver pots and the salt and pepper, or look 2, which is with 1 silver pitcher and some crystal glasses. So, to recap, let me know which look you prefer. Look number 1 or look number 2. Now, before I moved on to the side table, I decided to make a quick switch, and I swapped out this side table with the one that was in my entryway leading into my living room. This is something I do quite often. I will move pieces around and just make them, just to give me a fresh look in the house. I've always loved this table here. I think it goes so well with the living room and with the hallway, and the other table just really seems to suit the dining room. So I just made that quick switch out before proceeding. Now, to bring some of the silver over into this area, I'm going to start with a smaller silver tray that I had, and one of those other pictures. So you can probably tell which look over on the sideboard I preferred. And then I brought in these other two crystal glasses. Although they are not the same, they are slightly different. I'm just bringing that look over here. I find this just helps the room to feel cohesive and flow a little better. Now, because I'm not putting a lamp over here, I think the other two lamps are a statement all on their own. I brought in some candlesticks, and I'm using my black candle holders just to ground the space. And to bring in that pop of blue from the ginger jars, I'm just adding in this little blue bowl. To the bottom shelf, I decided to keep it fairly simple, and I felt like this area needed a bit of greenery. So I brought back this basket that I've used a number of times, actually on this shelf and throughout my home. And I put in some greenery that I had lying around just to fill it up. And then I had an idea. I don't know, you'll have to let me know what you think of this. It's a little different for me, but I think it turned out pretty cute. So what I'm going to do is I brought in this candle holder in black just to kind of disappear into the greenery. I'm adding in some peony stems because we all know I love my pink peonies. I have a big, beautiful bush out in the front of my garden underneath the dining room window. So I decided to bring in some of my pink peony stems, and then I'm going to add another of those silver teapots on top of the candle holder to nestle into the greenery. And then I'll add in another pink little peony bud. But let me know, what do you think of this idea? Now we're moving on to the table, and I'm going to keep things extremely simple here. I just kept on my runner that I've had on throughout the winter, spring, and now summer season until I change it up for fall. I love this runner. It's a beautiful, simple, just classic linen table runner. This pot is a purchase last year from Michael's. It's a dupe for the Anthropology one, and I got it on clearance last year, and it is back this year and currently on 70% clearance at Michael's. So if you love this pot, you should run and get it. 70%, I think it comes down to less than $20. It is beautiful and it is big. So I'm just going to keep things simple, and I'm going to make a summer arrangement in this pot just using florals that I have around, of course bringing in some of my pink peonies that I have left over and just some other stems that I have. A key to try to make your faux florals look as realistic as possible. I mean, let's face it, they are faux flowers. They're not going to look as realistic as real ones. But don't forget, when you're mixing your different florals, to try and intertwine some of the florals in amongst each other so you don't have something just sticking out all on its own. Try to mix them together to give that more organic feel. Now here's another question for you. I am thinking of making a big change in this room by painting the top of the wall, the top part of the wall, a navy blue. I am obsessed with this. I will insert some inspiration photos from Pinterest that I saw. I think it would be gorgeous in this room and just add some depth and some real drama here. I'm really thinking about it. What do you guys think? Here's a quick update on how the entryway table came together. I kept the top very similar to what I had before on the original table with the magnolia stems in this beautiful Michael's pot and the picture frame on top of the books. I added this dough bowl with some more greenery florals and a gold pear, which ties in to the gold picture light that we have above this picture. And then on the bottom shelf, I just kept it fairly simple with some other bowls, wood elements, stone elements, and some more white ceramic candle holders to tie in with the white on the top shelf. And now we'll take a look at how the room came together. I love it. It brings in pieces that have so many memories for us in this room. And things will be such an easy swap out for fall. I don't have to go through and make huge adjustments. Changing out the florals will be simple. Maybe updating with a few pumpkins, some leaves. It'll be so easy to switch out for fall, and I'm so excited for that. I love the way this room feels and looks now. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that I was able to give you a little bit of inspiration to add in a few summery touches into your dining room, something that will transition easily into the fall season because unfortunately it is just around the corner. Thank you so much for hanging out. If you haven't already, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to give me a follow over on Instagram, where I tend to share more than just home decor content over there. So until I talk to you in my next video, guys, I hope you have a wonderful week.